So, guys, let's discuss a little bit about the activity that we have completed today. Yeah. So, Dimitri, have you found the activity today interesting? The activity that we've done, the Halloween, the activity that we've done today, but Marina, we weren't here. It's called the Halloween mystery box. Okay. Have you found it interesting? Να μου πει ο Δημήτρης. Δημήτρη μου, μπορεί να κρατάτε εκείνο το crossword, αλλά να σας κάνω και ερωτήσεις. Εντάξει. Με νύχια και με δόντια πρέπει να μείνετε ήσυχοι. Το μάθημα πιτοσκοπάτε και σε βλέπω. Δημήτρη, do you enjoy Halloween or similar cultural celebrations? Yeah. Λοιπόν, να μου πούνε οι μεγάλοι. Να μου πούνε οι μεγάλοι. Μπράβο! Yes, because it's fun. Μπράβο, επειδή αβάλες τον because. Μπράβο. Λοιπόν, να μου πει τώρα η Μαρίνα. Μαρίνα μου, στο IELTS έχουμε speaking exam και να σε ρωτήσω. Do you enjoy Halloween or similar cultural celebrations?
Κυρία, το μεταξύ να κάνω share, δεν το βλέπω.
Να κάνω share την οθόνη μου και δεν την βλέπεις. Δεν βλέπεις την οθόνη μου.
Όχι, δεν το βλέπω.
Οκ, ξανά. Okay. Do you enjoy Halloween or similar cultural celebrations? Why or why not?
Yes, I enjoy Halloween because of the costumes and the parties.
Μπράβο, Μαρίνα. Τι έχει πει η Μαρίνα? Yes, I enjoy Halloween because of the costumes and the parties. Μπράβο, Μαρίνα μου, ευχαριστώ. Λοιπόν, πολύ καλά, ώσπου να πάεις, θέλεις άλλο λίγο κούντιμα να μιλήσεις λίγο παραπάνω. Εντάξει. Λοιπόν, θέλω ο Σπύρος να μου πει, Σπύρο, do you enjoy Halloween or similar cultural celebrations?
Yes.
No. Είναι σωστό, Ειρήνη και Φωτεινή, να πεις yes or no? Ή πρέπει να πεις κάτι άλλο? Τι πρέπει να ρωτήσεις τον εαυτό σου, Φωτεινή? Do you enjoy Halloween or similar cultural celebrations? Why yes or why not? You should say yes or no, but what else should you say?
I should explain my examples or
You should explain your answer, bravo. You should ask yourself, why do you enjoy it, or why you don't enjoy it? Bravo. Marina mu, because you are heard very loudly, because you are online, can you please read for us the answer? Answer, yeah. Yes. Marina, can you read the answer? Or you cannot...
Έφερε την οθόνη σου.
Δεν τη βλέπεις στην οθόνη μου. Μαρίνα μου, μπορείς να βγεις και να ξαναμπείς, σε παρακαλώ?
Ναι, ξαναμπαίνω.
Οκ. Κυρία Γεσιμανή, φαίνεται η οθόνη μου σε σένα? Κυρία Γεσιμανή, φαίνεται η οθόνη μου σε σένα?
Κυρία Μαρία μου, ναι, εγώ σας ακούω.
Κυρία Γεσιμανή, βλέπεις την οθόνη μου?
Ναι, βλέπω την οθόνη, ναι.
Βλέπεις το handout?
Το βλέπω, ναι.
Άρα, εντάξει, έχει να κάνει μαζί με τη Μαρίνα, τώρα να το λύσουμε. Μαρίνα μου, βλέπεις την οθόνη μου? Can you see my screen?
Μα τώρα βλέπω.
Τέλεια. Μπράβο, Μαρίνα μου, please read the sample answer. Yes.
Recently, I encourage straight...
Marina mu, this one, please. This one, the yellow, please.
Yes, I do enjoy Halloween, a similar celebration, because they allow people to be creative with costumes and decoration. It's also a time for everyone to come together and have fun, and it adds excitement for our usual routines.
Μπράβο. Τι σημαίνει that's excitement, Γεώργιε? Προσθέτει. It adds excitement. Παιδιά, το χάρτη. Τι. Προσθέτει ενθουσιασμό. Εντάξει. Λοιπόν, όποιος πιστεύει ότι πρέπει να σχολάσει γιατί προχωρούμε οι άλλοι τώρα. Λοιπόν, what is the most unusual object that you have ever touched? Describe it. Λοιπόν, να μου πει η Παναγιώτα. Παναγιώτα μου, what is the most unusual object that you have ever touched? Ρώτα. Have you touched something unusual today? Έχεις αγγίξει κάτι ασυνήθιστο? What? Μπράβο, Παναγιώτα, says touched bones. Why you think it's unusual? Bye. Όχι, το πιες μέσα σου, era λάθος. Because you don't usually eat bones? Yeah, you don't usually touch them. You throw them away. You don't. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Ναι, απλά ρώτησα την τελευταία της ερώτηση. Yeah, τώρα να κάνουμε ένα IELTS με το άλλο. Λοιπόν, αγαπημένη μου, λοιπόν, ο Ντάνιελ ζήτησε recording, να μου πει ο Παύλος. Παύλο μου. You know that this year we're gonna go through a speaking exam, yeah? So we are currently, if you came earlier, you would have done you would have done an activity with us. Maybe Mrs. Katerina can bring in the classroom one box and you can touch it and stuff. Mrs. Katerina, can you please bring in the class the box with the nails? Thank you very much. So I'm going to ask Fodini because she was here. Fodini, describe an unusual object that you have encountered recently. And it has to do with our today's lesson because we've done an activity. I don't know, Irini, have you been with us a little bit during the activity? You came later. Okay.
The most weird objects that I touched was the dried apricot.
One of the weirdest objects were the dried apricots. Τα αποξηραμένα χρυσόμυλα. What did the hello. What do you came a little bit late, that's why you didn't do the activity. What do the dry apricots represent? Ella, Sophia, your hand out. What do they represent? Anywhere. What do they represent in terms of color? When you touch them, what do they feel like? Dirty, maybe? Yeah. Something dead. Yeah, it felt like it's dead. Corpse.
Yeah.
Part of a corpse. Corpse σημαίνει, yeah, dead body. Πώς είναι το dead body στα αγγλικά? Πώς είναι το dead body? Corpse είναι εδώ. Τι σημαίνει corpse? Κόμμα. Μπράβο, σωστός. So, yeah, the dead body is corpse. Okay. Έτσι, λεπτό.
Όχι μετά το S.
Μπράβο, σωστός. Ναι, έχεις δίκιο. Πώς και δεν το κατάλαβε το computer? Μπράβο.
I can't find it.
It's on the stairs.
Why is it on the stairs?
I was before. Yeah. So, Fodini has said that what she touched in the box felt a little bit like dead, and it was a part of a corpse. Okay, so yeah, so it's it must have been quite unexpected for you and quite unusual for you to touch that, Fodini. Okay, so Marina, do you want to read for us the indicative answer? Yeah.
Should we try now?
Μόλις διαβάσει η Μαρίνα, ναι. Μαρίνα μου, read it for us, please.
Στο κίτρινο.
Ναι.
Recently,
Περίμενε, η κυρία Κατερίνα έχει δίκιο, πρέπει πρώτα να το αγγίξουν τα παιδιά και μετά. Διάβασε το λίγο μέσα σου, Μαρίνα μου, να σου δείξω τι έχουμε εδώ. Here we've got a box, we are not here to touch it. It's got something strange inside, something that's crawling and maybe it can eat your finger or sting you and bite you, it's alive. Yeah. So we've got a box and you are supposed to touch it. We've got a lot of boxes here today, but you are not here to touch them. So I'm just explaining you what we're doing here. So, yeah. Oh, it's okay. Fodini has already touched it, but don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's no point. It's no point. It's called the Halloween. You can touch it.
Mystery box.
Have you touched it? English. You haven't seen anything?
No, I haven't.
You haven't. I love your accent again. I'm in love with your accent. Yeah. So, we're gonna give Paul another try.
Window, please.
Don't say it.
I know I didn't.
Not yet. Not yet. Don't say it. Not yet.
Elaborate. What does it feel?
Sorry.
So what do you think it is, guys? Okay, Marina Mu, now people have touched it. Now that people have touched it, you can start with it and read it. You can read it now. Okay, Marina is going to read this part, this extract, and you will tell me what it is. Yeah. Marina, can you read it for us, please?
Recently, I encountered a strange object in Halloween mystery box activity. It was called witch's nails, but in reality, they were pistachio shells. The shells felt hard.
Marina, we don't understand anything. You have to read slowly, clearly, and a little bit dramatically. We need to have some intonation, some rise and fall, rising and falling pitch in your voice. Don't be flat, please. Like a robot. Try again. Give it another go, please.
Recently, I encountered a strange object in
Recently, Marina, slowly. Recently, I encountered a strange object in a Halloween mystery box activity. Continue with it.
It was called witch's nails, but in reality, they were pistachio shells. The shells felt hard and round, with shapes that really looked like small nails. The unusual part was that I expected something spooky, but it turned out to be something simple.
It turned out to be something
This
simple.
made me realize how powerful our imagination can be, especially when we are not sure what we are touching. I found both amusing and surprising, and it added to the fun of the activity.
Okay, so Paul, now that you have listened to this, what do you think that you have touched? What have you touched?
I think it's the shell of like peanuts.
Pistachio shells or
Yeah.
pistachio shells, the Italians say. Pistachio shells, okay? Yeah, but in terms of Halloween, what could it be? Marina has already read it for you guys. Yeah, witch's nails. So underline it. So that's an unusual object that you have encountered recently. So, Marina, you haven't taken part in a memorable Halloween or themed activity, but Fodini has taken part in it, and I'm very glad she came quite early. Mrs. Katerina Mu, bring another box now because I want them to understand a little bit what we are doing.
Disgusting.
I think not
But I gotta discuss.
not very disgusting. Not disgusting. Number 8. Okay. Okay, for Denise's choice. We've got in the building, we've got 23 boxes today. Yeah, that you can touch, but unfortunately, we have to do an IELTS lesson. If only you came earlier. Don't worry, we're gonna do something else. So, you learn a lot of things from that crossword. So, one memorable Halloween activity, Marina will read it for us, I took part in was this one. A memorable Halloween or themed activity you participated in.
One memorable Halloween
Ένας
activity
ακούει όμως. Πρέπει να έρθεις
was
κοντά.
a mystery box challenge organized by my teacher. We had to reach into box 5 with a known object and
Filled with unknown objects and guess what each item was. Και να μαντέψουμε τι ήταν το κάθε αντικείμενο.
The activity involved all of my classmates, which made it lively and enjoyable. What made it especially memorable was the creative descriptions my classmates came up with as they guessed the intents. It was both fun and educational because we practiced using descriptive language, which helped me learn new words. This activity really made Halloween memorable for me, and I learned that learning can be fun.
So, the activity that we are currently, this is Dynamos. What is this? Let's show it to Marina. Bring it here. Paul is going to show you a very creepy, alive creature that if you weren't in your house, in the comfort zone, it would have bitten you already. So, it's gonna bite you. So, yikes, it's gross. So, this is gross. What's in the box, Paul? You've got no idea.
I'm thinking something plastic because it's foul.
Close. Close, because it has calcium inside. That's why it sounds like broken tiles. Μοιάζει σαν σπασμένα μάρμαρα. I think if I'm right about the content of the box, it's like broken ceramics. Σπασμένα κεραμικά. I'm going to show it to Marina.
Next time.
Marina, look what's in the box. Can you see anything? Can you see now? What can you see? Do you see anything? No? I'm going to try again. Now, do you see anything? Guys, what do you think it is?
Εμείς το βρήκαμε πάντως με την Άγγια.
Ζητάει και αν δεν μπορεί να είναι.
Αυτό ήταν τα δίπλα σου. Νάντια τη λένε, κυρία την ξέρω από πέρσι. Μα την φορά και εγώ πρώτη την ξέρω. Εγώ που τη φωνάζω Νάντια κάθε μέρα. Πας, Νάντια δεν είναι νόμονη. Αλλά θα κάνεις, έλα και θα κάνεις. Με την αρχικά τη φωνάζω Νάντια, δεν θα μου βάλει και όχι.
Ναι, έλα πάθεις εδώ, πάθεις εκεί.
Αλλά δεν πολύ πράγματα σήμερα.
Oh my gosh, your daughter knows better than anyone. It's been a day, long day. Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah. She liked it too much. So, Guys, what's in the box? You don't know. Adefodini, can you tell us?
It's an alive bone.
It's a skeleton bone.
Yeah.
Is it a skeleton bone? It's in the box there is a skeleton bone. From a mummy. You touched it. No, guys, in reality it's an ox's bone. Το ox είναι το πόδι στα αγγλικά, αλλά τα πόδια είναι oxen. Τα βόηδη δεν είναι oxes που το κάνουν όλοι λάθος. Εντάξει. Λοιπόν.
Γιατί είναι κόκκαλο φθηνό.
But it's a real bone, actually, and that's why it smells like a bone. Yeah. So. What?
Oh, fun. Entertainment.
You want to be entertained?
Yes.
What I like you to do. Hello, Panayodimu, how are you? So, we're gonna do something. You can look at it actually now, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what child?
Panayodimu, you can sit, maybe you can sit at the back, or maybe you can sit there, whatever you want. So, guys, let's finish up with the question, because you, Mrs. Margalenimu, and you, Panayodimu, you're not gonna have any speaking. You're not gonna go through any speaking exam. These guys will. So let's finish up with it. One memorable Halloween activity I took part in was a mystery box challenge organized by my teacher. Your daughter's done it with us. We had to reach into boxes filled with unknown objects and guess what each item was. The activity involved all my classmates, which made it lively and enjoyable. What made it especially memorable was the creative descriptions που είναι οι, Παναγιώτη μου τι σημαίνει descriptions, είναι οι περιγραφές. My classmates came up with as they guessed the items. It was both fun and educational, εκπαιδευτικό, because we practiced using descriptive language. Τι σημαίνει descriptive language, Μαργαλένη μου? Describe σημαίνει μπράβο σου, περιγραφική. Which helped me learn new words. This activity really made Halloween memorable for me, and I learned that learning can be fun. Very nice. So now we're going to change activity. We're going to do something else. It's a common syllabus between the IELTS and the governmental exams, police, fire brigade and stuff. So I have to give you another handout. What is your handout for today? Let's go. Has everybody gotten one? Okay. Is Theodora proceeding with her applications, Παναγιώτη? Is Theodora proceeding with her application? Η Theodora προχωρά με την αίτηση της. Πήραν το αποφάση. So guys, so this is the monster lava lamp experiment. Δεν έκαμε καθόλου synchronize. Πρέπει να ανοίξω το Viber. Θα δούμε. Όχι. Έστειλα τα στο η αλήθεια. So it must be here. Λοιπόν, I'm recording the lesson. It was sent to you. So, my goal today is to run a lesson. Okay, but Marina μου, I am going to stop sharing the screen and I'm going to read. Okay, I'm going to read the experiment very fast. Okay, so today we're gonna run an experiment in class. Okay, and here what you need. We need a clear glass or plastic bottle. So we need this. We need this, guys. Okay. Okay. So I didn't expect Marina to be online, but Marina is online, so I have to place it here, or maybe a little bit further up. I have to find somewhere to put it on. So let me think what I'm going to do. Maybe a bunch of books will do the job. Maybe. Right. So I'm not going to make it too exciting for you because you're older. Marina, can you see the jar? Can you see the jar, Marina?
No.
See the jar? Okay, I stop sharing. I want to see myself. I want to see what I'm doing actually. Video effects. Set. I want to see myself. No, it's not switching. Video effects and settings, maybe. There is a way, I'm sure about it. View. Speaker. I should be the star now, not the screen. So view. Immersive space. No, I've done it before. Again, gonna try again one more time. Gallery. Gonna try one more time. There is a together mode. There were many things here. Prioritize video. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay. View is bigger. So I look a little bit small, but I can see what I'm doing. Marina Mu, are you currently looking at the screen or at me? What are you looking at? What are you looking at, Marina? What can you see? Thank you. What can you see, Marina? Can you see me, Marina?
Όχι.
You cannot see me. Can you sign out and sign in again?
Okay.
Okay, I'm waiting for you. So, Marialene will be because she signed out now. That's why. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So, guys, this is a clear jar. Okay. So we're going to have to add water into the jar. Okay. This is your water. Let's go. Okay, give it to me. Yeah. Πώς το λέμε στα αγγλικά σιωνώνω? Pour. I'm pouring the water into the jar at the moment. Okay. So now the jar is filled 1/4 with water. Okay. 1/4 with water. I need to pour a little bit of water, a little bit more. Okay. And then I need to add some vegetable oil. Okay. But I need to be sure that I'm doing the steps in the right way. Can you take your hand out and tell me the steps, please? What is the next step? Step number 2, Παναγιώτη μου. Βήμα 2, τι γράφει το φυλάδιο σου? Μαριαλένη μου, τι γράφει? Step number 2. After the water, is it the vegetable oil? Is it the food coloring? What is it?
Oil.
Vegetable oil. What should I do? Can you read it a little bit loudly, please?
Move vegetable oil into the bottle, filling it almost to the top.
Okay. No. So now we have to. Can you go and switch off the lights a little bit? And where is my phone? We need my phone. Oh, lights. Okay. So Marina, can you see? I will need the help of Mrs. Katerina. Mrs. Katerina, I wish. You're reading it. Okay, go and bring it. So we're waiting for the phone. I was going to be closer, but so this is the vegetable oil. I have to σιωνώσω το, να το σιωνώσω μέσα στην κανάτα ως πάνω. Πώς να το πω στα αγγλικά? I have to pour the vegetable oil until it goes to the top. There should be a little bit of space, empty space left. Oh, no, forgot to use a light. So I need to use my phone's torch. Yeah. So, can you give me the order? Μπορείς να μου πεις ακριβώς τι πρέπει να κάνω? Παρόλο μπορεί να μην το δεις καλά εσύ, γιατί φαίνεται καλά από την κάμερα, αλλά... Can you tell me what to do? Yeah. What is the magic word? Abracadabra? Zabadabum? Pour. 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 Shall I stop or shall I proceed? What do you think? A little bit more? Yeah. We're okay. Yeah. So now we need to find the tablet. Okay. So next, what do we need to do, Banagari? Can you read the steps? Should I add the effervescent tablets or the food coloring? What should I do? Step number 3.
Put the coloring.
This is my magic potion and I'm a witch. And this is my brew. And this is my cauldron. Αυτό είναι το καζάνι μου. So I don't know if you can see it, Marina. So I should add a little bit of drops, Panayoti? What kind of drops? No, before that. Kira Margaleni mu. Food coloring? Okay, I'm doing it. This is called the lava lamp experiment. So I'm going to ask you a few questions related to physics. Why does do you see how it makes some bubbles? This is water-based and it cannot dissolve into the oil. It's water-based. But the color dissolves in the water. Can you see it? The color dissolves in the water. That's why the water became red. These are bubbles. We can see the bubbles here. And they don't dissolve in the oil because the oil is oily, but the color is water-based. So it dissolves only in the water. Why does the oil go up and the water goes down? Παναγιώτη μου. Γιατί πάει το λάδι πάνω και το νερό κάτω? Because the oil is light, but the water is heavy. This got a low density. This has got high density. That's why it goes down. And it separates. Okay. So what is the next step, guys? What is the next step? What should we do next? What is the next step? at some tablets which are effervescent. Effervescent σημαίνει διαλυόμενες που έχουν δράση ανυψωτική. Effervescent. Εντάξει, effervescent. Είναι δύσκολη λέξη να την πεις. Effervescent tablets. Ναι, tablets, yeah. So I'm going to crack them in. I'm going to crack them in. You can stand up. Maybe something like Xanax, yeah. I'm going to crack them in. You can stand up to see it. See what will happen. And describe it to me. What do you see, guys? What can you see here? Wait a little bit. Give it some time. Give it some time. What do you see? Is there a movement? There is a turmoil. There is a turmoil. Μια ανακατοσούρα. Turmoil. There is a lava effect. Can you see it, Marina? I don't know if you can see it. There is a lava effect. I'm going to bring the camera closer. You cannot see it very well, Marina. I'm going to try a different angle as well. Sorry, but you cannot see it, but you are not here with us today. Stay there. Okay, I'm going to lift it up. So look what's happening, guys. I'm going to come close. So there is a movement. This is called the lava lamp experiment. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Do you like it? Yes. Okay. A little bit creepy because it looks like it's blood mixing with something. Yeah, it looks a little bit bloody. Well, so I'm going to put it there, guys, for you. And then we're going to go back to our handout where our lesson is based on. And okay, Marilyn, we're done with the experiment and we're going to proceed. So we have a passage that is suitable to the IELTS level, to the government exam, to the police level, the fire brigade, generally the level of the government, high level. So the science of lava lamps, a colorful experiment. I could have made it different. I could have made it green or yellow or any other color I like, because I can add different food colors. Okay, so what should I start with, guys? Should I start with reading the passage or the questions? I have to share my screen. Marina Mu, bravo. When they are true, what kind of questions do we have here? Do we have a diagram? Do we have a table to fill in? Do we have a map? What kind of question is it? You cannot see my screen? If you log out and log in again, you will be able to see my screen. Mrs. Yosimanimu, can you see my screen if you are there? Okay. Can you see my screen now? No, she's not here. Okay, let's have a look at the questions a little bit. Can you see my screen, darling? Okay, so. Yes, you can. Okay. Okay, so the true, false, and not given questions are very important in the IELTS reading section and in the fire brigade exam, Panayodimu, and in the government exam, Maria Lenemu. That's why I chose to put it down today. We have done one more time questions like that. We're going to do a few more times, and then we're going to proceed to another module. Okay, so another time, and then enough. So these questions are a little bit difficult because they focus on detail. They are designed to assess students' ability to understand specific details from a passage and distinguish between information that is directly stated, contradictory, antiphatic, or not mentioned at all. So The not given option is about questions that are not mentioned at all. If you are told to write doesn't say, you have to write doesn't say. If you are told to write not given, you have to write not given. Whatever you are told, you have to write. Don't twist it. Don't change it. If you are told to write yes and no, Panayoti, you have to write yes and no. If you are told to write true or false, you have to write true and false. Don't change it. You have to follow in a very loyal way the instructions, the homework. Okay. I'm going to switch on the lights. Give some more energy. No, yeah, you can go to the. So let's read the questions. The experiment requires vegetable oil and a clear bottle. Some keywords. Water and oil mixed together because of their similar densities. Number 3. Πάρνω τα λέω κάτω να μην βλέπετε τις απαντήσεις. The Alka-Seltzer tablet used must be added whole. What do you think? What do you think? Πάμε στο 4. Lava lamps demonstrate scientific concepts like density, polarity, and effervescence. Και η άνωση. The experiment begins by completely filling the bottle with water. Vegetable oil is added after the water to create a separate layer due to polarity differences. Πολικότητα είναι το polarity, γράψτε το. Δηλαδή υπάρχει πολικότητα μεταξύ του νερού και του λαδιού. Έχουν διαφορετική πολικότητα, δηλαδή δεν αναμειγνύονται, δεν μπορούν να αναμειχθούν αυτά. Είναι φορτισμένα διαφορετικά τα σωματίδια τους και δεν μπορούν να αναμειχθούν. Food coloring mixes with both the oil and the water layers. The purpose of using Alka-Seltzer is, δηλαδή effervescent tablets, is to create bubbles of carbon dioxide gas. So, guys, these are too many questions to remember. Is it correct? Am I doing the right way, or should I do something different? Should I stop a little bit and think? I cannot remember all these questions. It's impossible. There are too many. What should I do? What should I do? Read only a few, right? Read only a few. So I'm going to read only a few. And remember, Paul, when we have true, false, and not given, this type of question, usually the questions come in the same order as they appear in the passage. So it's good for you if you read it one by one. They come in the right order in the passage. They're not tangled, mumbled up, okay? Mixed up. So let's remember the first question only. The experiment requires vegetable oil and a clear bottle. Okay. Πάμε να δούμε. The science of lava lamps, a colorful experiment. Lava lamps are decorative items that use the properties of density. Do you remember the question, by the way? Or you have forgotten it already? What was the question? Do you remember it? Shall I read it again? The experiment requires vegetable oil in a clear bottle. Okay, if you don't remember it, you have to underline the keywords to help your memory. Control Z, B, underline, requires, B. Τι σημαίνει requires, Παναγιώτη μου? Τι, vegetable oil. Δηλαδή είναι ελαίου, λαχανικών, and a clear bottle. Λοιπόν, άρα τώρα το θυμάστε. Πάμε να δούμε αν μπορούμε να βρούμε την απάντηση. Λοιπόν, the science of lava lamps, a colorful experiment. Lava lamps are decorative items that use the properties of density, polarity, and effervescence to create a captivating and μαγευτικό effect που τραβά την προσοχή. While initially designed as novelty items, κάτι το οποίο είναι νεωτεριστικό, the science behind lava lamps makes them ideal for educational experiments. Εκπαιδευτικά πειράματα particularly ιδιαίτερα for understanding the behavior of liquids and gases. These gases είναι τα αέρια. This experiment offers insight into key scientific concepts by creating a homemade lava lamp using household materials. The experiment begins by partially filling a clear bottle, υπογραμμίζω, with water, roughly 1/4 of its volume. Άρα, απαντούμε την ερώτηση εδώ. Λέει εδώ, the experiment requires vegetable oil in a clear bottle. So, it's partially answered. It needs a clear bottle. Next, vegetable oil is added. So, does it require vegetable oil, guys? You've seen it yourself before a while. So, this is true, false, or not given, guys? Tell me, guys. True. The question is true. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. Water and oil mix together because of their similar densities. They mix together because of their similar densities. It is false because you know it from before. Let's find it in the passage as well. They don't have similar densities. Δεν έχουν ίδιες πυκνότητες, έχουν διαφορετικές πυκνότητες. Where is the answer, guys? Tell me stop when you see the answer. Due to the density differences, oil remains on top, forming a separate layer. I'm recording and Marina is online as well. Due to the density difference, okay, so underline the answer. Παναγιώτη, what have we learned? We have learned that we have to always underline our answers in the passage to be better at our scores, yeah? To score higher. So, λόγω της διαφοράς της πυκνότητας, το λάδι παραμένει στην κορυφή, forming a separate layer, δημιουργώντας ένα διαφορετικό στρώμα. Παναγιώτη μου, κοίτα εδώ. Actually, above the water. Water molecules are polar. Είναι πολλωμένα. Meaning they have a slight electrical charge. Έχουν ένα ελαφρύ ηλεκτρικό φορτίο. While oil molecules are non-polar, lacking such charges. Άρα είναι φορτισμένα τα oil molecules. Όχι, they are non-polar. Είναι μη πολλωμένα. Δεν έχουν ηλεκτρικό φορτίο. This disparsity, αυτή η διαφορά, αυτή η ανομοιογένεια, η διαφορά in molecular polarity prevents the two liquids from mixing and creates a distinct, ένα ξεχωριστό separation between the water and the oil. But where is Paul? So guys, what do you think? What about number 2? Water and oil mix together because of their similar densities. You said it's false and you are right. So the effervescent tablet used must be added whole. Have we seen the answer to the question or not yet? Maria Lenimu. Not yet, yeah, right? Not yet. Let's proceed to see what we'll find. So, this sparsity in molecular polarity prevents the two liquids from mixing and creates a distinct separation between the water and the oil. Once the liquids are in place, μόλις πάνε τα υγρά στον τόπο τους, a few drops of food coloring are added. Λίγες σταγόνες. Food coloring προσθέτεται. Είναι χρώμα εδόδημο που τρώγεται, edible, χρωστική φαγητού. Food coloring being water-based, είναι υδατοδιαλυτό, easily passes through the oil and dissolves in the water layer below. Άρα, περνά μέσα από το λάδι το χρώμα, επειδή είναι υδατοδιαλυτό, και διαλύεται μέσα στο στρώμα του νερού πιο κάτω. This step allows a striking visual effect, ένα εντυπωσιακό οπτικό εφέ, when the effervescence reaction occurs, όταν η αντίδραση της θάμωσης συμβαίνει. To initiate this reaction, για να ξεκινήσουμε αυτή την αντίδραση, an Alka-Seltzer tablet, known for its effervescent properties, ιδιότητες, properties, γράψτε εδώ, is broken into small pieces, it says here. So, have I done it? Have I done it in the right way, Παναγιώτη μου? Sophia, have I done it, or have I added them whole inside? Why do you want to break them into small pieces. Why would you want to do that? And it can react faster because if it's solid, it won't react as fast, right? Exactly, Sophia. So upon contact with water, μόλις αγγίξεις το νερό, the tablet begins to dissolve, ξεκινά να διαλύεται, and releases carbon dioxide gas και απελευθερώνει διοξίδιο του άνθρακα. As bubbles form, καθώς δημιουργούνται οι φουσκάλες, they rise through the water, ανεβαίνουν μέσα από το νερό, carrying colored water droplets. Κουβαλώντας χρωματισμένες σταγόνες νερού, along with them into the oil layer, μέσα στο στρώμα του ελαίου. When the bubbles reach the top, the gas escapes and the water droplets, οι σταγόνες του νερού sink back down, repeating the cycle. Έχασες μεγάλο κομμάτι από εδώ, πρέπει να το διαβάσεις μόνος σου, μέχρι κάτω. Γρήγορα. Έφτασα μέχρι εδώ. Repeating the cycle. Επαναλαμβάνοντας τον κύκλο. Λοιπόν, βλέπετε ότι επαναλαμβάνονταν η διαδικασία και δημιουργούνταν αυτό το μαγικό εφέ. Λοιπόν, είμαστε στη σελίδα 2 και διαβάζουμε την παράγραφο εδώ. Πάμε να απαντήσουμε την ερώτηση. So, the Alka-Seltzer tablet used must be added whole. This is true or false? False. Maybe not given. Ναι, να με πρέπει να το διορθώσουμε, παιδιά. Διορθώστε το. Απροσεξία. Λοιπόν, τι πρέπει να γράψουμε εδώ? Answer, στο 3 είναι false. Σίγουρα false, αυτό το γράφει. Broken into small pieces, ναι. Λοιπόν, the experiment begins by partially filling a clear water bottle with water, roughly 1/4 of its volume. Next, vegetable oil is added, filling the bottle almost to the top. Due to the density difference, oil remains on top, forming a separate layer above the water. Άρα, παιδιά, τούτο δαμε το κομμάτι απαντά τις προηγούμενες ερωτήσεις, αλλά τούτο είναι πράγμα το πιο κάτω, γι' αυτό. Λοιπόν. True, false. Δίνω το τούτο. Λοιπόν, 4 ερώτηση. Number 4. Lava lamps demonstrate scientific concepts like density, polarity, and effervescence. Και η άνωση. Λοιπόν, density είναι η πυκνότητα, πολικότητα, το polarity και η άνωση. Τα πειράματα αυτά δείχνουν επιστημονικά concepts. Τι σημαίνει concepts? Μπορεί. Είναι θεωρίες. Μπορούμε να πούμε.
Είναι περιπτώσεων.
Περιπτώσεων, ναι. Πρέπει να κολλά και με την πρόταση.
Αυτός
Concepts είναι έχει μια λέξη καλή. Concept. Έννοιες. Η λέξη έννοιες είναι η πιο καλή. Concepts, έννοιες, like density, polarity and effervescence. Λοιπόν, πάμε πάνω να δούμε. Πού εμείναμε? Πρέπει να σταματήσουμε εκεί που εμείναμε. Λοιπόν, τι σημαίνει theme sentence? Theme sentence είναι η θεματική πρόταση. Είναι η πρώτη πρόταση της παραγράφου που περιγράφει και το θέμα της παραγράφου. Και υπογραμμίστε τη γιατί περιέχει την απάντηση. The experiment demonstrates principles of density, polarity, and effervescence. Okay, let's proceed down, further down. So this is true, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, guys. Thank you. You are amazing today. Boom. The experiment begins by completely filling the bottle with water.
False.
Yeah, it's false because you've seen it, but let's see if it's... Okay, so you have to be a little bit careful not to make use of your own knowledge. You know it's false. because you've seen it, you know it. It's your general knowledge. Και οι γενικές σας γνώσεις. But in order for you to say if it's true or false, it has to be mentioned in the passage. So don't rush into giving answers because you know them, because you know they're right or wrong. You have to check with the passage and be sure the passage says that. Okay? So if the passage says the water is blue, we have to accept it. Okay? We know the water is clear, it's not blue, but we have to accept it. Okay? So why are you smiling? Have you noticed anything in the passage? No, let's go and.
Yes.
What does it say?
Διότι γράφει instructions δηλαδή pour water into the bottle until it's about 1/4 full.
Exactly. So it's in the passage. Okay, so we have to write false. Can you help me a little bit, Paul, with the underlining? Where is the
Στην πρώτη, κάτω από το instruction, το ένα.
here?
Ναι.
Thank you so much. You're making my life easier. Let's highlight it. Question number 5. Okay. Vegetable oil is added after the water to create a separate layer due to polarity differences. Το λάδι ελαίου προστίθεται, το λάδι των λαχανικών προστίθεται μετά από το νερό για να δημιουργήσει ένα διαφορετικό στρώμα λόγω της διαφορετικότητας της πολικότητας. What do you think? Is it mentioned?
No.
Marina, what do you think? It's mentioned and it's number 6. The question is number 6. 6. Okay, let's read here. This step allows striking, λέει εδώ, once the liquids are in place, a few drops of colorings are added. Ποια πρόταση είναι τούτη? Ένα θυκευάσαμε νόζαμε. Θυκευάσαμε το, οκ. Θα θέλω να δώσω το αμέ. Λοιπόν, εδώ τι λέει? Once the liquids are in place, a few drops of food coloring are added. Food coloring, being water-based, easily passes through the oil and dissolves in the water layer below. This step allows a striking visual effect when the effervescence reaction occurs. To initiate this reaction, the Alka-Seltzer tablet, known for its effervescent properties, is broken into small pieces and added to the bottle. Upon contact with water, the tablet begins to dissolve and releases carbon dioxide gas. As bubbles form, they rise to the water, carrying colored water droplets along with them into the oil layer. When the bubbles reach the top, the gas escapes and the water droplets sink back down, repeating the cycle. Έχετε δει κάτι τόσο συγκεκριμένα? Παρόλο που γράφει 6 είδαμε. Δεν είναι εύκολο κείμενο, ούτε οι ερωτήσεις είναι εύκολες. Σκεφτούν να μην το κάνουμε συντάξει. Λοιπόν. Άρα η ερώτηση ξανά. Vegetable oil is added after the water to create a separate layer due to polarity differences. Maybe μπορεί να στην αρχή, αν ξέρω, στην αρχή κάτι λένε ότι προσθέτουμε το λάδι και με πρέπει να κοιτάξουμε. Πάμε στον παράγραφο 1. Μετά από το water, next vegetable oil is added, filling the bottle almost to the top. Due to the density difference, oil remains on top, forming a separate layer above the water. Μπορεί παιδιά να το δω? Εν και να λέει ότι παιδιά γράφει το αμέ. Water molecules are polar, meaning they have slight electrical charge, while oil molecules are non-polar, lacking such charges. Άρα, αμέ πρέπει να βάλουμε το 6. Και λέει, αυτή η διαφορά, λέει, this disparity in molecular polarity prevents the two liquids form from mixing and creates a distinct ξεχωριστό separation between the water and the oil. Άρα, παιδιά, λαμένη 6. Ναι, θα υπογραμμίσετε και πάρτε ότι είναι 6, άρα τι είναι να γράψουμε, Παναγιώτη μου, εδώ. True, false, is not given. Αν κατάλαβες, νομίζω κατάλαβες. Υπογραμμίσαμε το, ναι. Λοιπόν, food coloring mixes with both the oil and the water layers. What do you think? Εξηγά το κείμενο, ναι. Μπράβο, εξηγά το ξεκάθαρα, ναι. It's false. Do you want to underline it? Εξηγά το εδώ. Υπογραμμίστε το. Food coloring being water-based easily passes through the oil and dissolves in the water layer, not in the oil layer. Είναι η 7, is it number 7? Σοφία μου, βοήθαμε λίγο, 7 που ήταν. Thank you. Υπογραμμίσαμε ότι το food coloring περνά μέσα από το oil και διαλύεται στο νερό. Διαλύεται στο λάδι. The purpose of using Alka-Seltzer is to create bubbles of carbon dioxide gas. Παιδιά, έχουμε λέξη κλειδί εδώ. Have we got a keyword here? Μπράβο, έχουμε keyword, ναι. Γιατί είναι keyword, Σαβίνα μου, το Alka-Seltzer? Ειρήνη μου, γιατί είναι keyword? Είναι μια λέξη η οποία δεν μπορεί να γίνει paraphrased. Ναι. Τι? Ναι, μπράβο Παναγιώτη μου. Πολύ καλά. Άρα πρέπει να κάνω skim and scan, ναι. Είναι σαν όνομα είπε ο Παναγιώτης και δεν μπορεί να γίνει paraphrase. Άρα skim and scan. Κάνω scan το κείμενο. The experiment demonstrates... Εδώ έχει κάτι, ναι. Θυμάστε ποια ήταν η ερώτηση όμως. Προγραμμίσετε τα keywords. Γιατί τι ήταν η ερώτηση, Παούμο? What was the question? Is to create... Okay. Where do we see this word? The carbon dioxide is another keyword. This is another Alka-Seltzer keyword here. Where is the here is the carbon dioxide. We've got our keywords. Έχουμε βρει τα keywords μας. Paul μου, shall we read around the keywords? Yeah. So to initiate this reaction, an Alka-Seltzer tablet known for its effervescent properties is broken into small pieces and added to the bottle. Upon contact with the water, the tablet begins to dissolve and releases carbon dioxide gas. Underline it, Panagiotis μου, please. Can you tell me what question it was, Panagiotis μου and Ειρήνη μου? Number 8. Is it a true, false, or not given, Παναγιώτη μου? Definitely true. Πολύ καλά. Alka-Seltzer tablets do not dissolve in water. Δεν διαλύονται στο νερό. I think the passage says quite the opposite. What do you think? Or maybe it doesn't say anything. It's another keyword here. Alka-Seltzer. Seltzer. Thank you so much, κυρία Κατερίνα μου. Λοιπόν, what? Where is it mentioned, my dear Maria Eleni? Yeah, but the question was, if it dissolves in the water, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's here, yeah? So both question 8 and 9 at the same time here. So upon contact with water, the tablet begins to dissolve and releases carbon dioxide gas. So the purpose of using the Alka-Seltzer tablets denote dissolve with water. This is completely, absolutely false. The bubbles in the experiment rise to the top. They are still, it's still happening. Now it's not as strong, but it's still happening here. So the bubbles in the experiment rise to the top due to a chemical reaction. Is this piece of information mentioned in the passage? Anayodim, you think you need some more time? Think. Maria Lenin. Any keywords, Paul? Bubbles. I will underline it for us. Bubbles. And another keyword for the Nimu. What about the word? What about the phrase chemical reaction? What about the phrase chemical reaction? Hmm? Yeah, it is definitely. Chemical reaction is a very specific jargon. What does it mean jargon, παιδιά? Όταν γράψουμε τη λέξη πολλά σημαντική. Jargon. Jargon is a very specific vocabulary related to a very, very particular topic that is narrowed down. For example, molecular physics or quantum physics. Quantική φυσική, να πούμε. Very specific. So it's a very specific vocabulary around a very particular topic. Narrow topic. So it's a chemical reaction because this is a jargon. It's related to chemistry, guys. What? What have you asked me? I'm looking to find a reason. Rice. This can be easily paraphrased though, yeah? Or rice. Okay. Have you seen anything? Have you found anything? The experiment is described in a particular paragraph. Do you remember where it is described, guys? Marina? What about here? It says... I will repeat the question. No, what was the question, guys? Marina needs us to repeat the question. The bubbles rise to the top due to a chemical reaction. So here, guys, upon contact with water, the tablet begins to dissolve and releases carbon dioxide gas. As bubbles form, they rise through the water. Τι σημαίνει they rise through the water? This is the keyword that we're looking for. Άρα, παιδιά, πρέπει να είναι πλήρως όμως σωστή. Ωραία, βράμε ένα μέρος της απάντησης εδώ. This is partially right. Carrying colored water droplets along with them into the oil layer. When the bubbles reach the top, πάνε προς τα πάνω, the gas escapes, άρα μιλούμε για gas εδώ. And the water droplets sink back down. Λοιπόν, άρα εδώ βλέπουμε ότι έγινε κάποιον chemical reaction όμως. Πού το βλέπουμε? It says that there is a contact with the water and the tablet begins to dissolve carbon and release carbon dioxide. So here is a chemical reaction. So, what can we infer? Τι μπορούμε να εξάγουμε από τις κόκκινες λέξεις? Can we infer that there is a chemical reaction taking place? Yes, we can. And what is the effect of that? There are some bubbles being created, which rise through the water to the top. Okay, and the gas escapes. So is it a true or false or a not given one? True. Can you remind me of the number of the question, number 11? 10. 11. Μαρίνα μου, πρόσεχε γιατί να σε ρωτήσω, γιατί πριν έβαλες με να σε ξαναρωτήσω. I don't know if you are fully focused. In the experiment, the oil has a higher density than the water, which is why it floats. What? Is it set? Is it so? Does the oil have a higher density?
Κυρία, να πράγω γιατί έχω μαθήμα σωτήρα.
Okay. Does the oil have a higher density?
Yeah.
Are you sure? This is the oil. Higher density σημαίνει μεγαλύτερη πυκνότητα, άρα μεγαλύτερο άρα βάρος, πάει κάτω. But the oil says oil. Yeah, false. Υπάρχει στο κείμενο, μόλις το βρούμε μετά να το υπογραμμίσουμε, να κόψουμε λίγο δρόμο. Τι? In which paragraph? Paragraph number? Το 3. Λοιπόν, commercial lava lamps use the exact same chemicals as those in this experiment. Παιδιά, οι lava lamps, οι commercial, είναι αυτές που πουλούν στο εμπόριο. Έχετε δει ποτέ εσάς? Have you ever seen some? There are some very nice decorative items that they have some bubbles colored floating. Do they use the same chemicals? Let's go and see, because we don't know, guys. We don't know for real. Okay, and I'm curious to find out. So, the oil's lower density than water causes it to float. Εδώ το γράφει η Ρίγιονη Μαριαλένη μας. And the contrasting αντιφατική polarity ensures, σιγουρεύει, the two layers stay separate, ξεχωριστά. The chemical reaction of the Alka-Seltzer tablet with water produces bubbles, enable the lava lamp effect by generating movement between layers. This process mirrors, αντικατοπτρίζει, γράψετε, από τη λέξη καθρέφτης, the function, τη λειτουργία of commercial lava lamps, των εμπορικών λαμπών λάβας, though actual lava lamps use different chemicals to sustain the effect, διαφορετικά χημικά, για να διατηρήσουν αυτόν το effect. Πολύ ενδιαφέρον κείμενο. Λοιπόν, άρα εδώ πρέπει να γράψουμε τι πρέπει να γράψουμε? True? Exact the same? No. Παιδιά, τούτο είναι η δυσκολία του true, false και not given. Μπορεί να είναι σχεδόν σωστή. Σχεδόν σωστή 12. Πολμού. Number 12 is almost correct. Not 100% correct. Γιατί? Γιατί είναι σχεδόν σωστή και δεν είναι 100% σωστή, Παναγιώτη μου? Μαριαλένη μου.
Because it says that they use different chemicals.
They use almost the same except for the chemicals, exactly. They use the same ingredients except for the chemicals. So it is false.
Γράφει exact, κυρία. Οπότε είναι false.
Ναι, ακριβώς. Και the same να γράφει παρά τα false. Because λέει στο κείμενο, ότι Πολ μου τι λέει στο κείμενο?
Almost. Oh, different.
Λέει though. Λέει, η διαδικασία αντικατοπτρίζει τη λειτουργία των εμπορικών λαμπών, εκτός από το ότι χρησιμοποιούν διαφορετικά χημικά. Άρα χρησιμοποιούν εν ίδια διαδικασία, αλλά διαφέρουν τα χημικά. Παρακάτω. Τα Alka-Seltzer tablets είναι διαφορετικά δηλαδή. Τα άλλα είναι τα ίδια. Λοιπόν, the experiment uses common household materials. Σου το λέει το κάπου μες στο κείμενο? What do you think? Do you use... Παιδιά, η λέξη household είναι λέξη κλειδί. Πρέπει να κάνετε skim and scan να βρείτε τη λέξη household. Λέει εδώ, παιδιά, στην παράγραφο 1. This experiment offers insight into key scientific concepts. by creating a homemade lava lamp using household materials. Άρα είναι true. Carbon dioxide gas is visible when it is produced in the experiment. Εδώ, στην πρώτη παράγραφο. Στην τελευταία πρόταση της πρώτης παραγράφου. Είδες το? Have you seen it? Λοιπόν, πάμε στο επόμενο. Carbon dioxide gas is visible when it's produced in the experiment. Πρέπει να βρεις τη λέξη κλειδί. Ποια είναι η λέξη κλειδί? Carbon dioxide. Διοξίδιο του άνθρακα. Λοιπόν, λέει στο κείμενο. Upon contact with water, the tablet begins to dissolve and releases carbon dioxide gas. As bubbles form, they rise through the water, carrying colored water droplets. What do you think? It's a little bit confusing, ναι?
Είναι true γιατί μπορείς να καταλάβεις από το κείμενο ότι το carbon dioxide είναι τα bubbles.
Ναι, η αλήθεια. Upon contact with water, the tablet begins to dissolve and releases carbon dioxide gas. As bubbles form, they rise through the form. Ναι, λέει ότι το carbon dioxide δημιουργεί τα bubbles, άρα φαίνεται in the form of the bubbles. Yeah. So, εδώ έχει μια προσεξία μες στο handout μας. Λοιπόν, άρα πρέπει να βάλουμε εδώ false. Και έχει μια προσεξία στις απαντήσεις, νομίζω που γράφει not given, νομίζω. Όχι. Ναι, διορθώστε το παιδιά, να με γράψετε στη σελίδα 4. Σβήστε το και γράψετε ότι είναι true. Επειδή δεν το λέει ξεκάθαρα, αλλά είναι πολλά ξεκάθαρο όμως. Δηλαδή δεν το γράφει ρητά, αλλά εννοείται που το κείμενο. Νομίζω δεν το γράφει ρητά, αλλά ξεκάθαρο πάλι. Εσύ τι νομίζεις, είναι ξεκάθαρο? Να το ξαναδούμε ακόμα μια φορά. Εντάξει. Να συνεχίσουμε. Σχολάνετε, αλλά θα σας βάλω μαθήματα. Λοιπόν, εντάξει. Upon contact with the water, the tablet... Δεν θα είναι ξεκάθαρο για σένα. Μόλις αγγίξει με το νερό, η ταμπλέτα ξεκινά να διαλύεται και δημιουργεί carbon dioxide gas. Καθώς δημιουργούνται οι φουσκάλες, ανεβαίνουν μέσα από το νερό. Φαίνεται ότι...
Δεν θα κάνω το πείραμα εκείνη την ώρα. Δεν πρέπει να μου λέει ξεκάθαρα στις απαντήσεις όπως είναι μέσα στο κείμενο. Αυτό είναι true or false.
Η γνώμη μου εδώ είναι ότι πρέπει να στο λέει ξεκάθαρα, αλλά εδώ νομίζω ότι το λέει ξεκάθαρα. Μπορεί να μην λέει τη λέξη, να πούμε... Μπορεί να μην λέει ότι το carbon... Μπορεί να μην έχει τη λέξη visible, αλλά λέει as bubbles form. Form σημαίνει δημιουργούνται. Άρα αφού δημιουργούνται φαίνονται. Ενώ δεν είναι κάτι αόρατο. Δηλαδή η γνώμη μου είναι ότι πρέπει να το λέει ξεκάθαρα. Συμφωνώ μαζί σου. Άρα εν μέρει συμφωνώ μαζί σου. Πρέπει να το λέει ξεκάθαρα. Αλλά από την άλλη νομίζω ότι εδώ το λέει ξεκάθαρα. Δηλαδή φαίνεται ότι είναι visible in terms of in the form of bubbles. Εντάξει, εδώ υπογραμμίστε το. Άρα ναι, πρέπει να το λέει ξεκάθαρα, αλλά εδώ το λέει ξεκάθαρα. Λοιπόν, άρα είναι... Ποια ερώτηση ήταν, Paul? 14, άρα τι πρέπει να βάλουμε? True, έτσι? True. Λοιπόν, παιδιά, είναι καλύτερα παιδιά, καλύτερα να τελειώσουμε μέχρι την 18 και τώρα θα σας βάλω το δεύτερο part στο σπίτι. Το κοινό. The ACA shelter is necessary for the movement of water droplets in the experiment. Θυμούμε ότι είναι true. The experiment provides insights into daily applications of scientific principles. Νομίζω δεν μιλάει για daily applications, γνώμη μου. Not given. Ακριβώς τούτο είναι not given, Μαργαλενή μου. Δεν το λέει καθόλου. Λοιπόν, the food coloring only dissolves in the oil layer. Γράφει in the water layer, ναι. False. Understanding polarity is essential for knowing why oil and water separate. Γράφει το όμως. Γράφει στο κείμενο ότι το να κατανοώ την πολικότητα είναι αναγκαίο για να καταλάβω γιατί ξεχωρίζουν. Εξηγά μου το, αλλά κάνει μου meta-analysis. Τι σημαίνει meta-analysis? Δεν εξηγώ κάτι, αλλά μιλώ για την εξήγηση του. Meta-analysis. Κάνει meta-analysis? Όχι. Λοιπόν, εξηγά για το polarity, αλλά κάνει meta-analysis του polarity. Δηλαδή εξηγά ότι το polarity είναι σημαντικό για να, κάνει, ας πούμε, για να κατανοήσουμε κάτι, ας πούμε. Τι νομίζετε? Not given. Να κάνω ένα refresh στη μνήμη μου να σιγουρευτώ στο ότι δεν το λέει καθόλου στο level. Παιδιά, γράφει δάμε. Μπορεί να το λέει ένα λεπτό. By observing, μπορεί να το γράφει ένα λεπτό. By observing the interaction between substances, students gain practical insight into the forces that govern the behavior of materials in their everyday lives. Ένα λεπτό να μας πελάνει. Περιμένετε. Πολλά δύσκολο γιατί λαλί σου σχεδόν σωστό. Λαλί σου παρατηρώντας την διάδραση μεταξύ ουσιών, οι μαθητές μαθαίνουν, λαμβάνουν πρακτικές κατανοήσεις για τις δυνάμεις που διέπουν την συμπεριφορά των υλικών στην καθημερινότητά μας. Όμως, το πρόβλημα είναι ότι δεν μιλά για το polarity καλά συγκεκριμένα. Μιλά πιο γενικά. Γενικό meta-analysis, δεν είναι για το polarity καλά. Άρα, νομίζω, ναι, δεν το λέει ξεκαθάρα. Μπορεί να υπονοήσω ότι ναι, συμπεριλαμβάνεται και το polarity, αλλά δεν το λέει ξεκαθάρα. Εντάξει. Άρα να βάλουμε not given. Τούτο είναι ακριβώς δύσκολη εξασκήση για τα not given questions. Λοιπόν, τώρα για μαθήματα, να σας πω. Παναγιώτη μου, παιδιά, ένας προς ένας. Λοιπόν, έχουμε εδώ η επόμενη άσκηση. Τούτη είναι η gap filling exercise. Παναγιώτη μου, μπαίνει στην πυροσβεστική, το gap filling. Εντάξει. Thank you very much for today. We're helping each other. We're getting by. Thank you very much, κύριε Κατερίνα. Λοιπόν, have a good weekend. Λοιπόν, Σοφία μου, Παναγιώτη μου, μπαίνεις στις εξετάσεις σου, gap filling ξέρεις το πάρα πολύ καλά. Απλά, τούτον, εσένα προτείνω σου να το κάνεις χωρίς να κάνεις βοήθεια από το κείμενο, γιατί θα έχεις βοήθεια από το κείμενο. Οι IELTS δεν έχουν βοήθεια από το κείμενο, δηλαδή μπορούν να βλέπουν στο κείμενο. Εσείς μπορεί και να έχετε βοήθεια από το κείμενο, μπορεί και να μην έχετε. Δηλαδή, έχουν δύο ίδιες ασκήσεων σε εσάς. Η μια είναι gap filling που κάνεις από το κείμενο τις απαντήσεις και η άλλη είναι gap filling που βάλω στο τέλος, που πρέπει μόνος σου να μαντέψεις το νόημα. Άρα, κάπου μες στη μέση του τη άσκηση. Εντάξει, για εσάς, παιδιά, για τους IELTS, μπορείτε να βλέπετε τις απαντήσεις του το κείμενο και πρέπει να πιάνετε ακριβώς τις λέξεις του το κείμενο. Εντάξει, άρα τούτο είναι το homework σας, εντάξει. Okay, see you next Friday. Την επόμενη Παρασκευή να το λύσουμε τούτο, στο επόμενο σας μάθημα να κάνουμε το άλλο το βιβλίο. Εντάξει. Μπορώ να απαντήσω πώς, μπορεί να θέλει να μου πει κάτι κάποιος.